everyone, and welcome to The Balancing Act. I'm Olga Villaverde.
And I'm Montel Williams.
Today, advancements in the treatment of rosacea.
And we're headed to the kitchen, making more than just Texas toast.
I'm hungry. Plus, we wrap up our car care series. You know I've had a lot of fun with that.
No, come on. And The Balancing Act begins right now.
Let's do it. Thank you, sir.
Sure.
According to the National Rosacea Society, it's estimated that rosacea affects over 16 million Americans and as many as 415 million people worldwide.
This condition not only causes physical discomfort, but may also have emotional effects. Let's meet Dr. Saurabh Lodha. He's from Pure Dermatology, located in New York City, to talk about this condition and treatment options. Welcome, Dr. Lodha.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Here.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Look, let's start right with the basics. What is it, and who does it affect?
So rosacea is like a chronic condition. It's an inflammatory condition where your skin sort of feels hot, in intense activity. It feels sort of warm in your face, and it presents sometimes as being red or rosy. That's where you get the name rosacea. But oftentimes in darker skin, you don't necessarily see that. But you feel it. You feel kind of hot in your skin or irritated. It can present with pimples and bumps around your face and those kind of things. And there's some triggers that can make it worse. So sun, for example, can make it worse. UVA specifically.
Does it scar you?
It can cause little things called telangiectasias. So if you don't get it treated for a long time, you get these little kind of squiggly lines near your nose or on your face. You can also develop something called a phymatous change where your nose changes permanently. Like all these things can happen, but they happen a lot less now because of treatment. So there's a lot we can do for the condition. It can affect women a little bit more than men. It happens more often in fair-skinned people, but it can happen in darker skin. It's also misdiagnosed a lot of times as acne when it's not. So it's a lot more common than we think.
Look at that. A lot I did not know. So you mentioned treatment. Obviously, it's important to get to it as quickly as possible. How do you treat patients who start feeling these symptoms and you diagnose them with it?
So there's a variety in terms of how it presents. It could be very, very mild, or it could be really severe. So let's just say it's a mild version of the condition. We start with topical things, so washes and creams. If it's a little more intense, or it's more the inflammatory type, you can add on pills or vitamins. But for all patients with rosacea, you want to talk about their lifestyle as well. I mentioned sun, UVA specifically can make it worse. You want to be on the right sunscreens. So physical sunscreens that block out the sun are better. And then also mineral-based makeups are also better because their skin is very sensitive. It reacts. And so in my office, I like to say that it's more of a skin type than like a skin condition.
That makes sense.
So people understand it better, because you don't always see those things. So those kinds of things are some examples of where you would change your lifestyle in some ways, but there are a lot of good treatment options as well.
Are there new treatment options out there that are available that the patient and the doctor should be aware of?
I'd say in the past 10 years, there's been some advancements in the treatment of rosacea, more on the topical side, but for 20 years or almost 20 years, there hasn't been anything really developed for the oral side or the more severe cases of rosacea. And there's a new medicine called EMROSI, which is a treatment for those inflammatory lesions of rosacea, the pimples and bumps that are associated with rosacea. It's been in a phase 3 clinical trial compared to the current industry standard.
Wow.
And the only other FDA-approved treatment for the inflammatory type of rosacea. It outperformed. So yeah, there's a lot of new treatments. It's a pretty exciting time.
So can you be a little bit more specific in terms of what they saw from these results of the clinical trials? Basically,
they were studying the moderate to severe patients with rosacea. And in those patients, in the EMROSI side at 16 weeks, so 4 months into it, 63% of those patients, they got clear or almost clear skin with EMROSI alone, no other treatment. In the same study, there was Rosacea. That was at 39%, and the placebo was at 28%. So there's a significant difference between, Rosacea and EMROSI, a lot better than what's out there today.
Any safety issues?
Yeah, with any medicine, you want to talk to your doctor, about those potential side effects. The side effects for EMROSI were very similar to the placebo. And the most common one was dyspepsia, where you feel kind of burning in your stomach after a meal or after a drink. Other than that, it's a tetracycline. So you want to discuss that with your doctor because if you're allergic to a tetracycline, you could be allergic to minocycline as well. And minocycline, in the study, there was none of these side effects, but with minocycline specifically, the antibiotic dose, there's some rare side effects that can happen, so you want to discuss that with your doctor as well. If you had a history of kidney disease or liver disease, you want to discuss that also. You would not want to take this medicine if you were a child or under the age of 18, because it wasn't studied in that population. You wouldn't want to take it for an infection because it's not an antibiotic dose potentially for, we don't know if it would help with an infection. And then if you were breastfeeding, trying to become pregnant or pregnant, it wouldn't be for you either.
So any final advice you would have for anyone suffering from rosacea?
It's very treatable. So a lot of patients with rosacea sort of kind of give up on the condition. They may have seen many doctors and then not get better, or get misdiagnosed as acne and give up on their acne. But there are a lot of new treatments, a lot of ways to kind of help with this condition. So I would encourage people to see their doctor, and also to know that if you have it and you're like, well, it's not affecting me too much, I'm okay, it can cause some trouble down the line. We mentioned thymus changes in the nose or those telangiectasias, but it can also prematurely age you and disrupt your collagen. So it's good to get evaluated if you're curious about it, and if you do have it, get some treatment.
And when will EMROSI be available?
So it's actually available now. It's available in all the pharmacies across the country. It is new, so it's a prescription. You have to see your doctor and talk about it, but it's available.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the information.
Got it.
For sure.
Got it.
Thank you.
No problem.
And if you want more information about EMROSI, including the full prescribing information, visit EMROSI.com.
And of course, you can always go to our website, thebalancingAct.com.
We'll be right back.
Absolutely.
New York Bakery is all about flavor, from their Texas toast to their breadsticks and their garlic knots.
I am getting hungry right now. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, they offer generous flavors for generous tables.
And please do not call these side dishes, folks, because this is the real deal. These are I think, the superstars of, let's say, pasta night.
It's true. We're so excited. Izzy Lanova, T. Marzetti, New York Bakery Senior Brand Director, and Joe Sikura, T. Marzetti, New York Bakery Principal Chef. They join us today in the kitchen with all the doughy details.
Izzy, why don't you do us a favor? Tell us a little bit about the history of New York Bakery. Where did it start, where it's from, all that.
That's my favorite part to do. So going back 90 years.
Wow, that much.
That is a long time ago. The Penn family decided to start a small bakery in New York. They were inspired by the bold flavor. They were inspired by the go-get attitude of the Big Apple. And they said, we're gonna start a small bakery that's gonna get us great quality bread, heart-shaped baked, but also added great flavor to the table. From there, Don Penn decided to take that to Cleveland, Ohio. So what he did is, he was like, I'm still gonna be committed to the same quality, the same texture, just moving it from New York to Ohio. Now, I'm not gonna say that New York Texas Toast started the Texas Toast business, but what I can tell you is that it made a revolution in the category. Two things. One, it did the garlic spread to the bread. That was something that was never done before. And freezing the bread for convenience. That was not possible before Don Penn. Right now, it is owned by a company called T. Marzetti in Columbus, Ohio. And what I promise you is that the bold flavor, the quality of the bread, is still at the heart of everything we do.
And speaking of flavor, I mean, Joe, you're all about flavor, all your meals, and Texas Toast, and New York Bakery, all about flavor.
All about flavor, and that's really, really important to us. And bold flavors, bringing that to the table, bringing that to every meal is what our goal is. And we do that by using real ingredients. We use real garlic, real cheese, real herbs, no artificial flavors. And we feel that that brings those bold flavors right to the forefront and is the basis of all of the toast that we do.
We actually have a lot of products, and New York Bakery offers a wide variety of products. So it starts with toast, so garlic and cheese. We have hand-tied knots. We have sticks, both garlic and cheese. We also have a ciabatta roll, but also I would not forget croutons. From all of these products, what's in common is they're made from a very fresh baked loaf. And it always guarantees the same quality of bread, the same texture, the crunchiness on the outside and the softness on the inside. All these things that I just mentioned, that's what makes New York Bakery America's favorite Texas toast.
You have created some amazing little dishes here. Tell us.
Well, that's one of the things we like to showcase is the versatility. It's not just for pasta night, it certainly is for pasta night. We came up with some recipes here that kind of showcase the bread all throughout the day, but also all throughout the year in different dining occasions. We have a stuffing that think of the holidays, think about the grill, roasted meats, whatever. Great side dish. And then breakfast. We even have avocado toast, very popular for brunch item. Family game night, movie night, it's pizza. So why not take a box and make your family style pizza with individual pieces? And then grilling season, Texas toast bruschetta skewer that's done on the grill.
And you're going to make something fabulous here?
Yeah, well, I hope so. What we're going to make today is take on chicken waffles. And so we're going to do kind of an Italian spin on it. And what we're going to start with is our 5 cheese toast, and we're actually going to cook it on a waffle iron. And this is really fun. It's kind of convenient and cool. And it really only takes about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes to cook, and then we can assemble from there.
Crazy question though. What about the people who are gluten intolerant?
So we're really proud to be able to say that we have a gluten-free Texas toast currently that's out on the market.
It's a very different product from all the gluten-free bread out there. One, it's 100% made in a dedicated facility for gluten-free. That's a big thing for all our gluten-free consumers. It's also a unique dough. So you hear that crunchiness that's on the outside on the bread, the softness on the inside. Most gluten-free bread don't give you that. And that's why what I would say is consumers cannot tell the difference between the regular one and the other one.
All right, and let's take a look. Oh, look at that.
Whoa, my goodness, are you kidding
Can
me?
you smell that? Nice and toasty, cheesy.
Beautiful.
Okay, now this is hot, so be
Those are
careful
chef
when doing
fingers,
this.
don't do
That's
that at
right,
home.
Don't do that at home. Exactly. And then we have our chicken tenders, which were cooked in an air fryer. You could do them in an oven. And then we'll take that and top it with our favorite tomato sauce marinara. Super easy. Top it with cheese.
Here you go.
Put it in the oven.
I'll help you out.
Take these and put them in. Thank you. And we're all set. And so that's it.
Look how beautiful.
So probably 12 minutes from start to finish.
Wow.
And I'm sure you have oodles of other recipes.
So everybody that loved any of these recipes we showed here, you can all find them on our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And I would say for those who are looking for all these products that we talked about, you can go online, so nybakery.com, or you can go to your favorite grocery store and you can pick up any of the product you want.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Thank you, Chef, for all these
Oh,
great
it's my
ideas.
pleasure.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having
Absolutely.
us.
Well, let's see if we can get a little piece of that.
Okay, you tell them where to go after,
Oh, that's
and I'll
right.
cut you a
Of course,
piece.
you can always go to our website, thebouncingAct.com, if you want more information, okay?
All right, big piece or little piece?
A little piece.
All right, you got it. Today, we wrap up our car care series with master mechanic and industry expert Bogey, who's been teaching women for over 20 years, including me. And now we're going to do it ourselves because we can. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me again.
What are we doing today? I've learned so much.
I'm so glad. I mean, the best way that you can save time and money is by doing preventative maintenance. And women, we're generally taught, stay away from cars, they're big and scary, don't get involved. But so much is so easy. So the best way to stay off the side of the road and on the road, save yourself time and money, is preventative maintenance. Today we're talking about emissions. About 70% of the states require that you bring your car through emissions testing. And a lot of times cars are failing because their system is just worn and old and tired. So rather than going in and paying costly repairs, this is a really great thing to try first. This is CRC's Guaranteed to Pass. It is emissions system cleaner. It's so simple to use. It clears out your entire fuel system, your entire emissions system. Now, obviously, it's not magic in a bottle. There's definitely some things that you need to go to the car doctor for.
Of course.
But there are a ton of things that this can resolve without spending tons of money. So it's totally worth a try. I'm gonna put on some gloves, make sure we're safe.
Okay, which is very important.
Some safety glasses as well.
All right, there you go.
Why, thank you. You're gonna put some on too?
I
They're
guess,
so fashionable.
you know what? Let me just partake with you.
Look how good we look. All right, so for all of the great benefit that you get out of this, it is so easy. We're gonna open up our gas door.
Okay.
We're gonna open this up and we're gonna pull out this lovely bottle. Open up the cap. It does have a little foil top to it. You wanna be careful that you don't have any pieces of that foil that then get lost in the fuel tank.
So just push it in.
Yeah, push the whole thing in, or you can just pull it right out, and then it won't fall in.
Very easy.
Okay, now you ready for this complexity? This is the challenging part right here. Right, literally all we're gonna do is put it in.
And what is that gonna do for my baby here?
So this is gonna now run through your fuel system, which is then gonna run through your engine and through your exhaust system. So it's cleaning everything along the way and helps restore all of that natural performance. You get back your fuel efficiency, you get back your responsiveness to your gas pedal, you clear some of those pesky check engine lights. So all of the fluid is in there. We can take our bottle up. We might spill a little bit, so have a rag by to clean up your mess.
So we're done.
We're done. That was it.
You know, Bogey, I was reading here, CRC was born in a Pennsylvania garage back in 1958. That's a long time ago.
I know.
It's now a global company, wow, making thousands of products that are trusted by industrial maintenance professionals, vehicle technicians, and even DIY enthusiasts.
The very products that I use in my shop, you can use, and kind of helps you keep your car happy and healthy.
So I'm really allowed to clean under my hood?
Yes, absolutely. Nothing bad is gonna happen. You 100% can. Now, I don't necessarily always recommend it personally because I find that as a technician, if you have an oil leak, I like to use the trails of the oil as a diagnostic tool to find where your leak is. But if your engine is healthy and happy and you wanna keep the engine compartment clean, we have this great product. CRC makes a heavy duty pro strength degreaser. I use it in my shop for engines that are way dirtier in this.
So can you show me how it works and how easy it is?
It is so simple to use. I'm just gonna put gloves and glasses on. We always wanna be on the safe side.
Absolutely, that
Now,
makes sense.
It is nice to know that while we can use this on really grimy, dirty, gross situations, you can also use it on, say, if you have rubber floor mats. It's safe on paint. It's safe on pretty much everything. It can handle the worst of things, and it can handle really mild stuff like what we've got here. So literally, take the cap off. All you do is take it, spray it. If it's really gross, let it sit on there for a little bit. The bubbles will start to go away, and then all you do, wipe it up.
And that really makes a difference for the car, its maintenance, and just keeping it healthy.
Preventative maintenance is always cheaper than repair. There's so many great products that CRC makes. They're the same quality of products I use at my shop. They're easily accessible for you.
So for our viewers out there and our ladies out there who'd like to DIY, where can they go?
All right, so you can pick up any of the CRC products at your local Napa Auto Parts store or any auto parts retailer. You can check out CRC's website as well to check out more information about these products and all of the rest of the great products they have as well. And there's a little button you can find where to buy where you live.
Too easy. Thank you so much. You've been fantastic. And of course, if you'd like more information, just check out our website, thebalancingact.com. I gotta tell you, this was so easy. Just getting this thing.
We at Behind the Mystery understand that navigating a rare disease diagnosis can be overwhelming.
That's why we put together a roadmap, a guide titled Navigating Your Rare Disease, Unveiling the Mystery and Inspiring Hope, a compilation of key tips to help you face its challenges.
Take a look at this.
Given the unique challenges associated with rare diseases, psychological support becomes a crucial aspect of stress management, building resilience, and addressing anxiety and depression. Seeking support provides a safe space to process these emotions, express concerns, and cope with the emotional impact of diagnosis.
Some techniques such as mindfulness, relaxation exercises, and adaptive coping strategies, together with therapeutic interventions, counseling, and support groups, can become invaluable tools.
That's right. If you want to learn more on this tip and for the rest of the guide, visit BehindTheMystery.com.
And if you're looking for community support, check out Behind the Mystery social accounts. Well, thanks so much for joining us today. You know, your experience really matters, so scan that QR code that you see on the screen there to help others by sharing your health journey and connecting with the rare disease community.
I love that. Remember to head to our Facebook page, like us on Instagram, follow us on X, and visit thebalancingact.com to enter our latest sweepstake or giveaway.
Make sure you stay safe, love that family of yours. We'll see you next time.